Here's my three people. 1, 2, 3. So let's get started. I cannot believe I'm about to give a wedding toast to the bane of my existence. I'm Ian Cameron, and my twin brother Ross Cameron has somehow convinced some poor young girl to settle for the lesser twin. Now, how he did it, it baffles me. I couldn't do it, but my hat's off to him for that's something I can do. So, traditionally in a best man speech, the best man takes the whole time to roast the groom and tell everyone his many failures as a man. And because I hate breaking tradition and going against what everyone else has done in the past, I will do exactly that. So let's start off from Ross's first mistake when we were born. I'm 1 minute older than Ross, and that minute that I was born was the best, single, most glorious minute of my life. I was an only child. Now, 1 minute later, little to my knowledge, Ross would come out screaming, crying, and peeing all over everyone in the room. Ross started off in this world how he typically leaves his mark on things. Growing up, Ross and I had very different personalities. I was very sincere, kind, gentle, and thoughtful to everyone I met. Ross, on the other hand, was, how do you put it, vile, cruel, and he smelled kind of bad. Ross actually went through a phase where he thought deodorant made you sweat more, thus creating a worse smell. A good story to demonstrate our differences in personality is how we handle bugs. When I see a bug, I respect it, give it its own space, and let it go, and we go our separate paths. Ross, on the other hand, when he sees a bug, his first instinct was to immobilize it and throw it in the fire ant bed. So many things in this world, even to the smallest creatures on this planet, Ross tortures it in some way or form or fashion. Now, I couldn't go this whole speech without saying terrible things about Ross. So to be honest, it did take him about 18 years to finally come around as somewhat of a nice guy. My first experience with that was last year. Ross and I go to the same college, and I went through a bit of a nasty breakup, and the way Ross handled that was we sat down and said, Ian, I really don't have much to say to you, but I have the last beer, and it's all yours. Now, to a college guy, that's the greatest portrayal of true love and friendship. But all jokes aside, I couldn't ask for a better partner to spar with in life. He challenges me for the good and bad. He pushes me to beat him in everything I do. And I still, hats off to convincing his wife to settle for the lesser twin. So even if she did have to settle, she settled for a good number 2. So with all that being said, will everyone stand up and raise your glass to Mr. Ross Cameron? Cheers.
313.
Perfect length,
All right.
right?